So welcome class again. This is question 2 of the question 2 December 2022 of the principles of management. So we'll go straight to the question. Democratic leadership style is perceived to be ideal in many organizations. With reference to the above statement, highlights 7 advantages of democratic style of leadership. Now, styles of leadership. We have quite a number of styles of leadership. There are quite a number. We have democratic, we have laissez-faire, we have the bureaucratic style of leadership, we have the dictatorial, participative, transactional. All those are different styles of leadership. But we'll stick to the democratic leadership style. For the sake of it, you should also prepare for those other styles. You never know. The examiner has chosen to dwell on the democratic leadership style, but any of the other leadership styles could have been asked. So as you prepare, please think of that. Now democratic leadership style. This is where the employees are involved in the decision making and running of the organization. So they are also involved in making decisions, where people generally sit, the management and the employees will sit, say on a round table and hold some discussion, disagree to do what? Disagree to agree. So this is where the employees also have a voice in whatever decision that is going to be arrived at. They will also be allowed to participate, so that whoever maybe the majority are, then that will take the day. So the employees are involved in the decision making process. The management will sit and with them discuss and agree on the way forward. That is now the democratic leadership style, as opposed to those others like dictatorship is only the leaders who make the decisions. Bureaucratic, it's by rules. So here the employees will be given a voice. They'll also be allowed to participate in the process of coming up with decisions. Now, what are the advantages of that? Number one, morale of the employees goes towards increasing. So morale of the employees increases, it improves morale of the employees, and this of course goes a long way in motivating the employees. And we know the outcome of motivation: improved productivity, performance levels will also be high, and if performance levels are high, you know, the reputation of the organization, the employees are, the stakeholders will be happy. No, stakeholders will be happy. One thing leads to the other. And so we can simply say that democratic style of leadership can lead to improved productivity, improved performance, improved reputation of the organization, improved relationships with the stakeholders, and also survivability of the organization. No. And then the other advantage is that we have new ideas on board. It is not just the leaders who come up with ideas, but we left it open. So we have a variety, a diversity of ideas. So it's very easy to come up with very good ideas that can take the organization to another level. That is one of the key benefits of democratic style of leadership. The other one, it basically inculcates that teamwork. And teamwork is very important. When people work together as a team, production improves. You know, production improves. There's a lot. Normally we say that togetherness, you know, when you are together, you get more. You enjoy the economies of scale. Something that one person could have done, then go to another person. When you are together, you learn from each other, and you know, you motivate each other, and you push each other towards goals. So you are likely to get more compared to if you were to tackle it one by one. So it encourages teamwork, because people generally sit together to come up with these ideas and to agree on one or two things. And also it helps people, because of teamwork. It reduces conflicts, and the effect of conflicts in an organization. Conflicts derail they are actually a threat to the organization, because they literally bring everything. They can even bring the whole organization to a standstill. Why does democratic leadership style reduce conflict? Because people learn how to tolerate each other. People learn inclusivity. People learn, and they become a family-like kind of a setup. So those are some of the advantages. We also have value. Employees feel valued at work, and this will just speak volumes when they are interacting with the stakeholders. When they, the organization comes out as a very vibrant kind of an organization. If the employees are vibrant, the organization will also come out as a very vibrant organization. This will, enhance or increase the confidence level in that organization, of the employees of that organization. You can imagine, if your employees are confident, there's nothing good that an employer will really desire from an organization other than a set of employees who are confident, and they know what they are doing, and they are supporting each other. Then we have it strengthens workplace relationships at all levels. I think this one we talked about. It enhances teamwork. It reduces conflict. Those are relationships. And I think something that we might want to add here is the experience levels, because people learn from each other. I think that's very important. Experience levels. People learn from each other, and they literally nurture each other. It's like you are pulling somebody up the ladder. When you discuss, and these other people, the young ones, or the upcoming managers, will be able to see how you approach issues, so that they now, when it comes to their time, they are mature and they can handle these challenges. So it's a way of passing knowledge to the next generation on how to go about with the leadership mantle of that particular organization. So things like succession planning, they will just come naturally, and those are some of the advantages. Succession planning will not be a big issue, because you will have trained them real time. They see how you handle issues. So those are, I think you've gotten more than 10 points. Here we have 5. This is the 6th one. All these are points. So you just pick whatever points that you think are good enough for you and answer. Then let's look at B. State 7 limitations of matrix organization structure. Now, matrix organization structure is where instructions or basically the powers they report to kind of structure is received from two different parties. This is how a matrix structure will look like. Just doing a rough picture here. So in most cases here we'll have the functional heads, like we have the HR manager, marketing manager, finance manager, production manager, research manager. Then this side we have maybe the branch managers: Mombasa branch, Nakuru branch, Kisii branch, Nairobi branch, you see, something like that. So this person here is in the, what was this department? Research. This person is in the research department, so he will receive instruction from research manager, but at the same time he is in the Mombasa branch. So he receives instruction from the Mombasa branch and also from the research manager. This is line from his immediate boss, and then this one by virtue of being in his branch. So he receives instructions also from this person. So you can see it's receiving instructions from two ends. That is what matrix structure is all about. And it happens to all this. They receive instructions from the line manager or the functional head. and also the branch manager or the divisional manager. It might also be the divisional manager, maybe M-Pesa, voice, if that is the way the organization is organized. Now, what are the disadvantages of or limitations of matrix organization structure? It violates the unity of command. Unity of command. Unity of command was one of the principles done by Henry Fayol, that command should come from one person, from one superior. Now you can see this one is coming from two different people, and because of this, there's likely to be confusion, and confusion because sometimes you may not know which one to follow. Maybe if they are contradicting in their instructions, so you may not know which one to go for. And then sometimes you have overload of work, leads to overload of work, where this manager here doesn't know what this manager has assigned you. So this one is assigning you, this one is assigning you, and at the very end there's an overload of work, and you know what overloads can do to a person. We talk of burnout, we talk of stress, we talk of depression, we talk of absenteeism, we talk of turnover, we talk of even resignation. All these things will now come in. So overload is an issue. And then we'll also talk of morale. Morale is likely to go down. Why? Because you have to entice two people. It is not easy. That one person may be an issue. Now, look at this situation where here is your boss, you have to please him. The other one is your boss, you have to please. You want to please all these two people. At the end of the day, you may not be able to please all of them. So it will break you down. Your morale might go down. Your motivation level might also go down. Sometimes even it might affect your job responsibilities, where the jobs might not be well defined. This one might want you to do other errands that are branch related. This one wants you to stick to. At the end of the day, it might be total confusion. You don't know what to do, what not to do. Your jobs are messed up. You really can't tell. And we also talk of slow decision making, because sometimes some of the instructions that come from this person have to be communicated to this one for this one to approve before they can be implemented in his branch. You see? You can imagine that. So this one passes the instruction, but this one has to approve. The divisional head has to approve before it can be implemented in his branch. So that basically creates the bureaucracy, which can possibly may not be good. Coordination issues. Of course, we will have the coordination issues. And coordination, if we don't have that smooth flow of work, then it might hamper the productivity. Of course, it is costly. This one goes without saying. Why? Because there are two managers here. Two managers, and we are reporting to all of them. Instead of just working with one manager, for example, now we have two managers. It makes it very costly. It is very normally costly. Other structures are just functional structure, where we go, the hierarchical way, like that, downwards, or we talk of line structure, or we talk of project structure. No, they might not be as complex as this one, requiring so many managers, which might even lead to duplication of some jobs. So we talk of a lack of clarity, duplication of jobs. Those are some of the limitations. I think I've mentioned quite a number. Just get the 7 from this, and then we'll be good to go. Then enumerate 6 ways of minimizing employee resistance to organizational change. Now, employees, generally, we are the greens. We like comfort zone. Remember the theory X, theory Y. We are theory X's. Theory Ys are the people who are self-motivated, people who are, result-oriented. Those are theory Ys. There are very few people. Most of us are here, theory X. We are comfortable where we are. We like laxity. We like relaxing. We are lazy. We don't like new ways of doing things. We dislike learning. We just work because it's a must for us to work. And so these changes are not really part of us. So whenever change is introduced in an organization, it is very likely that people will not support the changes. So what are some of the ways we can do to minimize employee resistance to changes in an organization? Involvement and participation. Can you involve them right from the word go? Allow them to participate in the whole of that process, change process, so that they can see the need for the change. Don't just do things there and then you come and dump on them, adapt this change. No, involve them right from the word go. Communicate with them, let them see the need for the change. Communication and education. Let them know that if they don't change, they will perish. It's either change or perish, and you have to educate them to understand that it is either we go this way or we lose it out altogether. So, talk to them, let them understand, let them participate. Basically, we talk of communication and education. Let them understand why you want them to do what you are requesting them to do. And we talk of facilitation and support. Facilitation and support. Can you support them? People fear the unknown. If we accept this new idea, will we be able to catch up with the speed? Will we be able to do this job as we've been doing, or will be fired if we don't make it? So can you facilitate them, train them, give them enough resources that they need to do the job? Yeah, mentor them, coach them, so that they feel they can, walk the journey with you. That is very important. Sometimes just go the hard way, coercion. It's either you walk with me or you face the door. Yeah, it's a way of minimizing employee resistance. Sometimes it's just stubborn. They are just being stubborn. Yeah, threaten them with an intention to actualize. So it's either we go this side, or it means you are against me. It's either you are for me or you are against. If you are against, then we'll do without you. Go and find somewhere else. Yeah. Start that process of separating with him or her, so that those who are willing to learn and take the organization the direction you want to go can go with you. So coercion can also be a way of reducing employee resistance, and you'll see most of them working with you. They will decide to just do what you want. Then of course we have what else can we talk about? What else? Agreements and negotiation. Agreement and negotiation. Yeah, very important. This should be the last option actually, the coercion. Agreement and negotiation, very important. Sit with them. What do you want? How can we meet at the center? Let them say, yeah, we are ready to go, but if you do this and this and this and this. Yeah, you can always disagree to agree. So sit with them, hear them out, listen to their grievances, their complaints, then, be able. Negotiation means that you don't stand by it's a win-win kind of a situation, so that at the very end, all of you make concessions and agree to move on. That is also very important. And lastly, you can see we have 6. I'll say make use of make use of teams. Basically, that teamwork. That is also very important. And you can also make use of teams and team agents. Yeah. So that instead of divulging the whole information to the entire organization, there are so many, you can basically use what we call the divide and rule. Not really divide and rule, but can you create small teams, and let each team have an agent, a change agent, so that you talk to these change agents, and it's the change agent who now come to influence their respective teams. Something like that. So have a very good organized team agents and teams that can help you to go through this, as opposed to just going randomly like that with the whole group. I wish you success. Thank you. Let's meet in the next question.